Hello, fellow chartists. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today we had a profitable day today. Now let's go to the Discord like I always do. Okay, of course, like I told you guys many times, I always post my analysis before the market opens, where I give you guys my analysis, my Discord members, that is. Okay, so first target today was 463 right there. And then, of course, I figured we could run into a big resistance at 466 where I thought we could face some sell pressure. Did that happen? Yes, we did. Okay. We had this nice gap up where last week I told you guys 458, 457 was a nice buying opportunity. Okay. Now this one is on, I posed on November 26th. Okay. As you can see here, I will look to buy here. I said it straight up. And then today we had that nice gap up. So if you bought off that support, you're gonna make some money, okay? And then I wanted to see if we can get to 463, which we did. Hit my price high of 466, which we did, which I figured we could get some selling pressure. Okay. Not only that, I want to show you guys one more thing. Where are you? Oh, right here. For those looking to short the SPY, I gave the levels 466.3 and 466.8. Those are some resistant levels, okay? So I don't just look out for the bulls, I look out for the bears as well to keep us on the right side of this market, or help us get in the right entries at the right levels, if you will. Okay, so that's my Discord. You know, I'm just advertising a little bit, but you guys didn't come here for that. You guys came here for the price action technical analysis, which I'm about to do right now. But before I do that, I just want to say one thing. I'm not a financial advisor. No matter what you guys hear in this video, you still have to do your own research. Okay? Also, price action technical analysis is not a crystal ball where we can see the future. We just identify support, resistance level, key levels that I like to refer to as the equilibrium. And we talk about the scenarios, the bullish scenarios or the bearish scenarios. Okay? We talk about both. All right? Now that we got that out the way, let's get into it. Okay? So, today I like to refer to today as a back testing type of day. Okay, the reason I say that, as you can see, SPY ran into a bunch of our moving averages today. Okay, but I'm gonna move that. All right, you see this line right here? I'm gonna make it a little thicker. It's at 3 p.m. Let me make it 4 p.m. so you guys can see. All right there. It started off. It actually started off in the end of August, and then of course the September high. Got a test here, the November low. Almost, it went down low, but look where it closed. Couple of tests there around the last week of November. That was last week. And then boom, that's when we got that big, scary drop. Most of us were asleep when this happened. Okay? And it came all the way down to our support level. We had the support level here for this white line. And of course, it also has support level right here from the support level all the way since May. And we got the bounce today. So if you guys bought at the support level, once again, you would have made some money. All right, you buy a support, you go long as support, you short at resistance. However, look what happened today. Today, I like to call it a back testing type of day. All right, anytime you see a breakdown or a breakout, you always like to see the either SPY or whatever you're trading to come back and retest it to confirm if it's a false breakdown or a false breakout or not, okay? So this is the level that we got the breakdown. Boom, got the breakdown, and it came and bounced, and it tested today. As you can see, this is some bearish price action, okay? Not only is the SPY continuing to close below the 5, 20, and 13 DMA, day moving average, but it's pretty much confirming that this breakdown was not a false breakdown. You guys understand what I'm saying to you? Okay? But the breakdowns right here came back to retest, filled the gap in, and retest the breakdown level, and it held just below. So this, guys, is bearish price action. All right? So let's talk about the bearish scenario. Not only did we get this bearish price action right here where it confirmed that this is not a false breakdown yet. All right. What we want to see is for the breakdown to continue to go lower. Okay. This could be A. This could be that B, that relief rally. and then we'll head down lower, down to 456. All right, down to 456, where that would be the bull's last chance. Okay, you can see this megaphone pattern that I got. It's not a perfect megaphone pattern, but right here around 456 will be the bull's last chance. If 456 doesn't hold, 456.5 around there. If it does not hold, we can go all the way down, possibly to 447, 448 range. Okay. All right. That's a bearish scenario. It continue to stay below 465, 466, and then boom, now it's gonna head down lower. Okay. For the bullish scenario, what we want to see, possibly, of course, it can break up that level and go and test that, or it can come down, maybe bull flag a little bit. Let's see if it can stay above 463, 462 zone, and then we'll head up higher. Okay, these red, I should make these green. I'm gonna make them green so you guys don't get confused. Okay, those are our bullish scenarios. All right, now one more time for the bearish scenario is if we come down, which is what we're getting, some selling pressure, and we break down, and then we'll just head lower. Okay, we'll make that red. Okay, guys, so I'm just being objective here. This is the bullish scenario, then there's a bearish scenario. Okay, it hit 466. We could start basing because that was a big move, guys, from 457, 458 range all the way up to 466. That's a big move. So we could see some consolidation, some bull flagging. All right, come down to 462, 463 zone, and then boom, we'll start to head up. Get the breakout right here, retest the breakout, and head up higher. Okay? Or if tomorrow you see SPY just going up, it's above 466, it closes above 467, 468, that's a bullish sign that we're going to head up higher. The first price target will be 469 and 470, and then 474, and then 476 up here for the top of the megaphone pattern. Okay? Now, if we come down and we lose 463, below 463, I'd be bearish. Okay? If we lose 463, this support line right here, that's a critical support line, the white line. If we lose that, we can head down lower, probably break down from this green support line. This green support line around 459. All right, but with the way the price action is, because it's A, B, that means the C is going to be lower. It's most likely that this 459 level will not hold. And we'll go ahead and go test the 456, 455 levels. Okay, guys? Now let's take a look at the VIX. VIX came down. Look at that. What do I always tell you guys? I tell you guys about the power of the 5 DMA. Okay, VIX was overextended, okay, to the upside because it was trading above the upper Bollinger Band. Now it's closing below the upper Bollinger Band, but look where it bounced from. Right off the 5 DMA. I always tell you guys, bounce off the 5 DMA is a bullish price action. Okay, bounce off the 5 DMA and it's closed above all moving average. You see the 13 crossing above the 200 in the 50-day moving average, and the 20 looks like it wants to go for it as well. Okay, guys, so the VIX is showing some bullish price action. All right, SPY is showing some bearish price action, but remember, it's only for today. You got to play it day by day, level by level. Remember the bullish scenarios that I gave you, and remember the bearish scenario that I gave you, and just let the price action guide you. Okay, moving on to QQQ. QQQ also had a back testing type of day. You see this orange line right here? That was a previous high back in November, and it got the breakout right here November 18. But I always tell you guys, one close above a breakout level is not enough. You want to see a second one. Boom, we got that second one. So boom, price action was telling us, hey man, we're gonna go higher. The very next day it gapped up, which it did go higher, and it went all the way up and tested our 408 price target that we had at the time, and which was this resistant level right here. And that's when we started selling off hard. And look where it closed. That right there was a false breakout, and it continued to head down lower. But like I said, it was a SPY. What happens when we get a what happens when we get a breakdown? Want to see a back test to go test the breakdown level? If we get a rejection there, did we get a rejection there? Yes, we did. That's telling us, confirming this is not a false breakdown. But of course, we have to see what happens tomorrow, okay? If you see this QQQ closing above 401, that could be a sign, a bullish sign that we're going to head up higher to our 411 price target, possibly 412. But if we continue to get rejection there from 401, we could head down lower, down to 386. That's where the support level is. Okay? Speaking of bearish, look at the DIA, the Dow Jones. Okay? Dow Jones, in the last trading session back on November 26th, it was so far, it gapped down, and it was so far below the lower Bollinger Band. Today, it opened above the the lower Bollinger Band, but look, it ran into the 50-day moving average, got rejected there, and it even once again they closed below the lower Bollinger Band. So the Dow Jones looking very bearish. We didn't even get a back test of this support line right here. Okay, we back tested the 50-day moving average, of course, but we didn't. So if it gets above the 50-day moving average, is at 352.75. That could put 356 in play. Okay, and if we get a rejection from 356, that's very bearish, and we can head down lower all the way down to 343. So if you're looking to short, you can either show off the 5 DMA, which is at 354.49 right now, or 356.8 to the 357 range. Okay, and of course, if we reclaim this rising trend line, buy the recapture and bet to the upside, because if we get that recapture, that is a false breakdown. Okay, same with the SPY. If we get back above 466, 470, 467, this would have been a false breakdown. We could head up higher. Okay, same with QQQ. If QQQ get back above 401, this would have been a false breakdown, and we could head up higher. All right, so that's how I'm thinking for the Dow Jones. Okay, we want to see that back test. All right, right now it's back testing the 50 DMA. Of course, if it continues to stay below the 50 DMA, which is at 352.7, right now 343 is in play. That's what it's looking like, the 200-day moving average. Okay, so bearish on the Dow Jones as well. All right, so we had a bullish scenario and a bearish scenario. Okay, I'm being objective, guys. IWM also had a back testing type of day. Okay, let me move the moving average because it's very bearish, as you can see. All right, everything is crossing to the downside. Moving it. Okay, so we had this triangle pattern that started back in June. Lower highs, higher lows. All right, we broke out of it back in October 25th. False breakout, actually. Boom. Then we got the breakdown. That was a false breakdown. They like to trick us out sometimes. They trick us to the outside, they trick us to the downside, and they push it right back up. Okay, so they screwed the bulls and the bears around this day, and man, it just went nearly parabolic. But look at that big drop. It dropped all the way down. Okay, it broke from this green support line, retested the green support line. Very next day, it gapped all the way down, filled the gap, had a gap, and now it broke down below this white support line that's now acting like a resistance. We retested that line, we failed to get back above, and it got shot right back down. Okay, so as of right now, 214 to 215 is in play. All right, if we can get IWM back above, let me see, 226, that would put the 228, 229 in play to fill the gap. And of course, as well, in the bullish scenario, we could get back to 232. All right, and obviously if we break 232, that would be very bullish and put my 257 price target in play. Okay, but unless we can get that 232 back and recapture this resistance line and turn into a support line, 257, we shouldn't even think about that right now. Okay, it's not in play. All right, but right now it's looking pretty bearish. Price action is pretty bearish. Okay, so watch IWM above 226.5. puts 228 to 229 in play. Okay, if we get back above 229, it puts 232 in play. All right, guys, let's play it level by level. Bitcoin is in a falling wedge pattern. Okay, look at right here though. It closed above the 5 DMA, and today is using the 5 DMA as a support, and it's currently above the 13 DMA. So right now it's showing some bullish momentum. However, it's still inside this falling wedge. Okay, falling wedge is usually a bullish pattern, but we want to wait for the breakout. The breakout level right now is at 59.4. So Bitcoin above 59.4 is very bullish, and it puts back all-time highs back in play, which is at 68K. And finally, we could probably test this green resistant line at 73.5K. All right, we get a rejection there. It's bearish, of course, and we could head back down to 52.6K. Below 52.6K, we'll break down to the downside of the falling wedge, and we can come down to the 200-day moving averages at 46K. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for us today. I hope you found this technical analysis useful. Okay, like I always tell you guys, my best technical analysis comes after the market is closed for the YouTube video. But if you want my best one before the market opens and during the market, definitely consider joining my Discord. Other than that, you guys have a good day. I hope you make a shit ton of money, excuse my French, and I'll see you all soon.